Hey guys, this is Jeremy from 78 Productions. I want to talk to you guys about creating the perfect hashtag. So if you guys are invested at all with social media, you want to be able to not only share what's going on at your church, let people know how they can get involved, but you also want to start to create those relationships, those digital conversations online. And this perfect capacity for doing this is hashtags. Hashtags were created not only to be able to have a topic around one central idea, what the hashtag is focused on, but also for you, the person that is creating the hashtag and wanting to know what people are saying, you are able to now listen in on all the different people's conversations for this hashtag. And all you have to do is look up the hashtag. So you go to Facebook, you go to Twitter, you go to Google+, you search for that hashtag, and now an entire flow of conversations is happening around this hashtag, and you get to hear what people are saying. It's instantaneous feedback on what the topic is. It's allowing you to be able to hear and monitor this dialogue, both for the capacity to engage and to encourage people to show up to your church, but also to be able to have some life-changing conversations with people. And so I want to help you craft the perfect hashtag, and there's 5 different things for me as far as what goes into a hashtag with this. The first one is the length. It can't be too long. If you're on Twitter and it's more than 5 or 6 characters, now you're starting to cut into the actual message that you want to say, and your hashtag should not be something that makes you now write 2 tweets for what could have been just an original tweet. Really try to keep it as simple and condensed as possible. I'm just thinking the idea of the CHSOCM, which is the Church and Social Media hashtag. It's abbreviated and it's brought down into a very small hashtag, so people can use that hashtag to connect online, but also to be able to still have a dialogue on Twitter. And so I think that that's something that's extremely important. The second one is that it needs to be able to reflect your church. And so if the hashtag is just a general one, I know we had a conversation several months back of, should you have a hashtag that is a general one that's for your entire church, or should you have one for each and every specific ministry? I'm of the mindset that you're probably only going to have a few conversations online with these hashtags, and so make a general one that is for everybody in your church. Your youth ministry can use it, your pastor can use it whenever he's doing a sermon. Just have a general hashtag that you can be able to do this for your church. A third one is, don't make it specific to a certain time frame or a certain event. If you're going to do something like that it's just an extreme explosion, maybe you can justify it. But if you're a church of 150 people and you're trying to be able to promote youth ministry camp or to promote the fall harvest, if you're going to try to create a hashtag for that one specific thing and then waste it and not be able to use it again because it's dated for 2014, are you really making the most of your hashtag? And that 2014 is going to extend the length of your hashtag, so don't do that. Just make it a general approach. Really, most churches are going to use that and to focus on something of that approach. The next thing in the hashtag is to always put it at the end of what you are doing. Let the message come first. If you're doing a tweet, the hashtag should come at the end. That should be your general policy of how you are engaging with the hashtag. And so if you're doing a Facebook, at the end, have a bunch of hashtags at the end. That's great. I think that is appropriate. So don't overdo it, but I think you can have 4 or 5 hashtags. But your one specific one should be in almost every single message. The only reason I can't think that you would have it in a message is because you're replying to somebody, and so you're retweeting somebody, or you're trying to reply someone on Twitter, you're trying to leave comments. That's not the time to do hashtags, but you're also trying to engage well. And then the final thing as far as hashtags goes is promote it. If you are doing a sermon at your church on the idea of life and death and you have a church hashtag, put that in the corner on your presentation every single time. I'm thinking of our own church, that we have a live video feed that we put onto the internet. We also have a projector that people can see the pastor. If they don't want to look at the live version, they can look up at the projector. And on that projector, why not have a hashtag? Hashtag Vanguard Church. That's where I'm at. I think that would be the perfect hashtag. It may be a little long. It may violate one of those rules. Hold loosely to them, but to know the purpose, know the intent of why you're doing it. And then also put it on your brochures, put it on your social media. Try to utilize it as much as possible because you want to be able to have these conversations. You want to be able to track what people are saying. You want to know where the focus is as far as the sermon. Do people love that sermon? Do they connect with a specific Bible verse? And even to the point that you could craft the perfect tweets or the perfect Facebook status, post it on the projector, and allow people to see it, hashtag whatever your church's hashtag is, and that they could literally sit there and copy and paste it from their pew, post it on the internet, and be able to just connect with other people that way. I love the idea of using hashtags. You need to use them well. You actually need to put in the efforts. Don't take 2 seconds to say, okay, this is what our hashtag is going to be. Let it marinate over a couple of weeks, because this might be what you're stuck with for the rest of your life as far as social media hashtags, because people will start to really adopt it and to really try to engage with it. So I'd love to hear what you guys had to say. Is hashtags a bunch of phony baloney and it just doesn't simply matter for your church? Or is it something that you're actually taking very seriously and you want to engage well with? I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are in the comments below. We'll talk to you guys next week.